What's up, you guys? Welcome to the April 15th edition of NBA 3-Ball presented by Established Run. I'm your host, Mike Gallagher, getting ready to break down a big Wednesday slate. It took me forever to write matchups today. It was like 4,500 words, so we'll talk mostly about that. Let's hit the news first in 10 minutes. Hit the thumbs up and subscribe, please. Gonna hit Hawks. We've got two questionable tags with Trae Young with the calf contusion, and Danilo Gallinari is also questionable. Certainly think Gallo is much less likely to play, given how he was limited early in the week when Trae did a little bit more. So I think Trae comes back, and obviously I would cut into Brandon Goodwin a lot. Lou Williams a little bit, Kevin Huerter a little bit, Bogdan a little bit. And we also found out that kind of DeAndre Hunter and Cam Reddish aren't even really that close yet. Still John Collins isn't back yet. So yeah, those guys should still play pretty good amount, but obviously putting Trae in there will cut into some usages. Let's get to the big basketball action today, and no Giannis again. Real close, back-to-back. Think he's back today. So your Bobby Portis is obviously his brother, Pat Connaughton, who Buttonholzer said was kind of a nice little small ball 4 option that they've really liked. Those guys would take pretty significant hits. Certainly a little bit off the top on Middleton, Drew, DiVincenzo. Brooks been pretty good lately as well. So those guys would take a little bit of a downturn. Although probably a little bit of a minutes cap on Giannis. We may not even see those 36 minutes like we were kind of seeing at times this season compared to last year. For the Wolves, first of all, my God, their defense is so bad. Edwards is he's such a liability on defense. He makes good steals. But Naz Reid, big rebounding game, really bad offensive game from him. Just a blowout. Jaden McDaniels got a little bit of run late here. Struggled defensively a little bit too. Teams are really going at him, but getting switched a lot. The switching is kind of killing him. But certainly, the playing time's pretty good. Playing from behind, so we got a little more Wancho to cut into him a little bit. Cavs get the win. They go big here with Dean Wade starting because Larry Nance a little bit on a minutes cap after he lost like 20 pounds. So yeah, as I said yesterday, Hartenstein kind of going away here. Jared Allen looked really good. And man, him and Garland look so good together. I love that combination. Sexton didn't play, so Garland really put the team on his back kind of early on here. Kevin Love, man, he's playing really well, staying healthy, in that sweet spot, upper 20s minutes. Has been really great for him. Hornets do get Terry Rozier back. Has a pretty good game, 22, 7, and 8. Nothing really to say. Again, just their offense is so clunky, man. They miss so much playmaking right now. So just betting Hornets unders is like the way to go. But other than that, yeah, Jalen McDaniels, didn't shoot well, struggled with his shot overall, but still filled it up otherwise. That's been great. He hasn't really been good at that up until he's gotten hot, so looking good. Also, Caleb Martin getting ahead of his brother, Cody. 76ers get the win against the shorthanded Nets. Almost blew it. Embiid's a beast. Nothing really to say. Ben Simmons, a little bit better offensively. Struggled defensively a little bit as Kyrie roasted him. And Tobias, this is pretty much a 3-man show. Seth Curry really slumping here, and we'll see if there's anything that happens with him with Shake and Furkan kind of playing better than him right now. The Nets almost come back when they keep Kyrie Irving on the bench. Bruce Brown did some work late. It was crazy that they kept him down there. So it's just hilarious. His team just sits everyone and just keeps playing well. So yeah, DeAndre Jordan played pretty well here. Nick Claxton really struggled early. Didn't really do much. Kind of a rough back-to-back set for Claxton here, who could cut pretty easily now. Raps go jumbo. Point Siakam for the backup point guard again. Again, Malachi Flynn put up numbers late in this game. Really struggled with the shot kind of early. Freddie Gillespie was kind of been good. He made really good, impactful plays around the basket. Rebounded extremely well. I'm impressed, man. I think he's going to stay in the rotation. But still, Boucher, because they moved Kem Birch over, who played well. Boucher still got there, 33 minutes. So we'll get these guards back. Fred VanVleet served his suspension today. So Nick Nurse said he could be back for the weekend. So that'll also really cut into Malachi Flynn, assuming Lowry comes back too. So Flynn, it might be party's over here, but we'll see. Don't cut him until for sure we know that both those dudes are back. Nothing on the Spurs besides Derek White looking good. So the Clippers scratch Marcus Morris. Held Paul George out, held Kawhi out again for the foot soreness thing. It's not considered serious according to Ty Lue. So we got Reggie Jackson revenge, game winner. It was a great game from him, man. Luke Kennard getting to 17 points and 10 boards with only one made three. Very un-Kennardy for this one. Batum continues to play, pretty solid defense for them. Obviously was pretty quiet today. Patrick Patterson got the start. Nothing really to say there, but we'll expect these guys to come back soon. Pistons get Jeremy Grant back. Looks fine. 28 points for him. Killian Hayes is fun, man. He obviously cut into Corey Joseph. Joseph was definitely a mirage. Had that big game over the weekend with the 11xer on FanDuel scoring. It was crazy. But yeah, we've kind of got this rotation starting to figure itself out. It's just a mess at the wings with Diallo, Ellington, both the Jacksons. I'm not into it. I'd rather just do something else here. Sadiq Bey's obviously safe though. Magic get the win. Great game from Wendell Carter Jr. Nothing to say there. He's just been awesome. His backup was actually really good. Donta Hall had some rotation changes here, which I talked about. Gary Harris started because Clifford has said this for a while. He wants defense in his first unit. Thinks Gary Harris is the best defender, wing defender. So yeah, that was only a matter of time. Minutes cap's gone. Dwayne Bacon, bye-bye. They want to play R.J. Hampton. So that's going to happen going forward. Cut Bacon. Chuma, minutes cap, great defense, pretty effective for what he was trying to do. I'm looking forward to what he could do to finish this season. And James Ennis was really good today. Bulls, man, the headline here for fantasy is Kobe White. Adios, bro. There's just no reason to hang on to him at this point. His defense is so bad. Billy Donovan was pretty harsh on the team after the game. Peace. Same thing with Thad Young. Daniel Tice is a lot better than Thad is right now. It's not even close. Closed again. It's not great. I've been on this cut Lowry marketing thing for weeks now. Nothing has changed there. It's very clear to me that those guys just have such cut down roles. Troy Brown closing a little bit for his on ball defense. It's just real rough for those dudes, and to keep marketing and Kobe White and then trade away Wendell going off on you is pretty bulls. Knicks get the win. Great game from Julius Randle. Nothing to say, really. Got a scratch on Nerlens Noel for ankle soreness. We know he's really injury prone, so we'll hope he can come back. He was playing pretty well. Taj Gibson held it down. Not surprisingly getting 35 minutes. Certainly a guy to keep an eye on. A possible add if you want to. Norvell Pell out there for 13 minutes as his backup. No surprise there. Pell's dropped this one. Nothing to say here either. Although Najee Marshall was back in the starting lineup, was dumbfounded why Wes Iwundu started for him. It was a team issue. So yeah, pretty much nothing to see there. And we did get James Johnson back there, filling in some minutes. So he's back in that Josh Hart role. So if he was dropped, I dropped him. Definitely could pick him back up or pick him up if you want. Pacers get the win with 132. Pacers in a lot of shootouts. Their three starters continue to just crush. Sabonis, Brogdon, LeVert all had pretty good games. TJ McConnell's got those steals kind of popping for him to make him valuable. Jeremy Lamb had a pretty good game today without McDermott. Miles Turner getting closer, but still not back yet. Rockets can't get this one. After the game, Steven Silas is kind of mad about the effort. He rarely is. Usually he just talks about execution and this and that, but he was kind of hot about that. Really bad first half from Kevin Porter Jr. Really good second half from him, I thought. John Wall, awesome game from him. He looks pretty good. Certainly keep him out there. I think he's getting shut down eventually. Jayshawn Tate, not a great stat line, but such an impact from him. Kelly Olynyk's just cracking right now. He's balling. Warriors dropped 147. Easy win. I thought that minus 11 was the easiest Vegas line I've seen in quite some time. And yeah, Steph, another 10-plus Trey game, 11. They didn't guard him, man. Like, what have you never learned about Steph? Other than that, it's great first half from Jordan Poole. Went away in the second half as well. And Draymond, man. Draymond. 12, 10, 16. He is awesome in this small ball lineup. Chris said after the game that this small ball lineup is just opening up so much space. It's making Curry better. And the stats have shown that. We've talked about that for a while now. Thunder dropped this one, but Bazley was great. Really attacked, especially in the second half. Really got into the paint. Awesome. Got talked up after the game from Mark Dagnall. And I mentioned previously he was kind of becoming a pick-and-roll handler guy, which is the thing we're going to have to watch. They're going to use him a lot. Mark Dagnall said the close of his season is really important. It's going to get a huge amount of minutes and an opportunity here. And also, Moses Brown, man, all you guys, you can get your annual photo flip because you're a shoo-in for Hater of the Year. Moses Brown ain't going nowhere. Nuggets get the win. Monte Morris, his minutes cap, I think it's basically gone. Garbage time here would have probably been pretty close to 30. So, yeah, like I said, last edition, I nailed it. He's going to be the guy, I think, because Campazzo hasn't really run away with it. Little overlap is nice, but yeah, into him. Michael Porter Jr. just destroyed the Heat today. Aaron Gordon also trending up. Certainly not having Murray would help his ceiling. Will Barton still can't really get it going. So, yeah, I'm definitely fine dropping him. Goran Dragic's rest here. It's nothing really to take away from him on this one. Bam, shots were up. Kendrick shot a pretty good bunch. Not really assisting. This isn't really his offense. He's kind of just an off-ball scorer. Wizards get the win. Bradley Beal's back. Russell Westbrook just keeps putting up stupid numbers. And the center spot. So Scott Brooks said, which we've been expecting, that Gafford still has a minutes cap on him. Is hanging at that 16-minute sweet spot. Sounds like for a while. Interesting number choice. What's 48 divided by 3? 16, 3 centers. So kind of think they're going to keep it that way. They like those 3 centers. He's talked about this multiple times, so we probably won't get those Gafford 22-23. Richaun Holmes is going to miss at least 3 games with a hamstring strain that showed up on the MRI, so probably several more games than those 3. We got Damian Jones started basically 8 minutes each half, didn't do anything with them, really cut down from the last game. It was really Hassan Whiteside who stepped up here. Certainly worth a pickup if you want to roll with that. Harrison Barnes did in fact get minutes at the 5. Mo Harkless significantly cut down from Buddy Hield returning here as well. And sloppy offensive game from Halliburton, but 6 steals and 5 for Fox. Fox is just on a tear. Ads page pretty weak. I think Birch is fine. I certainly wouldn't cut anybody too valuable for him. When the guys come back, it's going to really cut him down. Taj, worth a look if you are worried about Noel. I certainly am. Gary Harris would be the top guy on this list, but probably sitting in back-to-backs. Donta Hall, fun streamer. Najee Marshall, same thing. Also considering switching this format to do like streams, given its fantasy playoffs, stuff like that. So I think that may be helpful for you guys. Let me know what you think at Mike S. Gallagher, and we'll figure it out either tomorrow or next week or something. Catch you guys next time.